Hello. So what we are doing is using this new epoxy that I got in as a drip cup. So this epoxy is the Tumblers Lightening Cure epoxy. It's from the Epoxy Resin store. I put my own caps on. Just be aware they just come with regular caps, but those squirt caps I added work really well for this. This epoxy sets super fast. It is like tacky to the touch at 15 minutes and completely dry at 1 to 2 hours, ready for the next, like cured to the next level. So I'm just mixing up about 15 mLs for this drip. This is a failed sublimation tumbler. I just colored the bottom with like black alcohol ink, a little bit of red ink. I should have just stuck with the black, I think. But it's all good. So that is mixed. As soon as I put the additives in, this is going to start curing fast. So what I'm going to put in it is some just red resin pigment. I don't even remember whose brand this is. I think HTV sent this to me, but I could be wrong. But I have 2 of that particular brand, whatever it is. But this one is called Ruby Red, and it's a pretty dark red, so. I'm gonna tint my dye with that. And I don't really want it translucent, which this is. This is not a solid pigment. So I'm going to put a little bit of cherry mica powder in it. I don't have like a rich red mica, unfortunately. So it's still a little pinker than I would like. I'm going to give it a few more drops of the dye. And I'm going to see if there's a black in here by any chance. Otherwise, I will grab a black ink. Obsidian. Sounds black. I'm going to put 1 drop of the black in. Just 1 drop. And hopefully it doesn't pull it to purple. Hopefully it just darkens it up. Sometimes black and red mix to purple, unfortunately. See, it's not red. And I am running out of time to mess with this because I know this seems really runny still, but it is not, I assure you. It is headed for done. 1 more drop of black. I can feel it getting thicker with every single turn of the mixing stick. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna get. It's not exactly what I'd like, but I don't really have another option at this point. So and see if I have a little crimson alcohol ink left, but oops, way more than I wanted. It is definitely time to pour this. So I'm going to take my cup and I'm just going to start pouring it around the edge. And it is setting up rapidly. And I probably mix twice what I need. I never know when it comes to drips how much to mix. That seems to be a skill I don't possess. So hopefully it will actually drip some. I may have to encourage it. This is how quick this starts to set. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you watched that happen in real time. It goes to this like taffy phase. There's some black ink up there that I just activated somehow. Look at this. We are 7 minutes into this video, and that is what that additive does to this particular epoxy. That fast. I'm just going to see if I can get a couple more longer drips added in real quick. And actually, over the black, the color is really not that bad, so that's good. I'm going to grab my torch real quick and see if I can smooth it out some. It's not going to cause it to run like your normal epoxy would. And if I torch it too long, it will actually start to lighten up the sublimation. So it's kind of one of those. Be careful what you wish for, prospects. See, taffy. It's crazy. You could almost like shape this into things if you wanted. This is a pretty fat drip, so just trying to shape it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I could have had my color come out better. I could have moved on that even quicker. It's insane. And this cup is completely unworkable already. So that's where our drip is going to stay. I'm actually okay with it. It's going to get a clear coat of epoxy over it pretty darn quick, because adding the heat to this, I can touch it already and it's not even tacky. And that is 9 minutes and 40 seconds into this video. Isn't that crazy? So what I'm going to do is touch up the bottom with a little more black alcohol ink quick, because I don't like how the red pulled purple in. And I may touch up the top rim a little bit as well. Okay. So I was going to pull this off the arm, but you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to put a black dot on here or two. And try not to let it run down the side. I'm just going to use a Q-tip, because I don't have any of my alcohol ink tools handy, unfortunately. So I mean, I may end up back to some white when I clean it up, but who knows. And I do want to see if I can get this little stringer plucked out of here. There. So really, I'm pretty happy with that. I would definitely be a little better prepared next time. I knew it was going to work fast, but that was crazy fast, and probably 7.5 mLs or 5 even is plenty for a drip. Yeah, we're going to let this sit for a couple minutes, and then we're going to take it over and get the epoxy on it, because it doesn't need long. Before we epoxy it though, let's see if we can get it to glow for us. Whoops. I have my nail lamp here, so this should be a red glow. I believe it's dark enough now, so I'm actually gonna just prop this right on here while I go shut the room light off. Alright, I'm gonna flip the ring light off. Oh yeah, hopefully you can see that, because I can see it. I did lose most of the glow from the bottom. I knew that was going to happen, but it's pretty cool overall. So there you go. Okay, I am ready to get a coat of epoxy on this and get my tumbler turning. My epoxy is just about mixed. And this will get 2 more coats after this, but that doesn't really matter. Sorry, my Cricut is cutting a very intricate file in the background, so it's loud. I'm making sure to get around the rim really well. The sub cups are nice because you can see if you have any missing spots, especially the matte ones like this one was. And I did not spray seal this one, but it doesn't seem like the epoxy is repelling at all. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. All the other sub cups I've gone over, I have sealed first. But I think because this had ink at the bottom, plus the ink from the sub and covering the entire thing, I think it'll be okay. It's not going to repel anything. So. But there we go. That is going to be it for this one. Going to give it a quick torch. So there we go. Bring it up to you. There's the drip. That epoxy was fabulous for a drip, and that's the same epoxy I used for this coat, and it covered the sublimation beautifully. So all in all, I am quite pleased with this. I am quite pleased with the fix on the sublimation tumbler, and that is it. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.